be testing 3 more loads. I do apologize if there's any wind noise. I've been battling the wind today, and we're just going to go ahead and do it anyway. So the first one is going to be 60 grains of Alliance steel. This is the absolute most that I can get into a 3-inch hull with an ounce of payload. I changed it up to BBs just for the simple fact that I didn't want to use up all my number 5 shot that I use for hunting. So again, these are BB. I do wonder possibly they might go a little bit slower, but hopefully it's gonna end up being the same speed comparison. So again, this one's gonna be 60 grains of Alliance steel. Can't get any more powder in there than that with a 1 ounce load. The other one is 39 grains of long shot and 1.25 ounces of BBs. It's getting really close to max load as far as how much I can fit in the hull. And then this last one is 43 grains of long shot with 1.25 ounces, and that is the absolute most that I can get into a 3-inch hull. So that'll be all I'll be able to do with long shot and Alliance steel using steel. So my next plan will be moving over to lead shot so that I can get more room for more powder and increase the load payload. I'm going to change it up and actually do the long shot first, just to make sure my chronograph's working. It's getting a little bit darker out, but I'm going to run through that one first and actually do 39 grains of long shot. So unfortunately I had a chronograph error reading and did not get a speed on that one. Everything looks good on the gun. It doesn't look like there's any issues with it at all. That one there shows the extractor's not able to pull it out, so definitely some expansion in the hull. While pushing it out, it did push out pretty easy. So I wanted to give an opportunity to get a close-up of the 3-inch hull running the 39 grains of long shot. If you look real close, right up here at the top, you can see a mark from the extractor where it's trying to grab a hold of it and pull it out at the edges, and then actually how much is expanded where it's actually marked up the brass there. The top lip here is not as sharp as what it is on this one. You can see in the comparison how rounded this one has become. So it's definitely got a lot of expansion on the brass edge there. All right, this one's gonna be 43 grains of long shot with 1.25 ounces in a 3-inch hull. Everything looks good on the gun. We'll open it up and see if it ejects the shell or not. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chronograph reading. I tried to throw my light set on it. Doesn't seem to be working, so I don't know. It's got to be something to do with the lighting out today. Again, it's not ejecting it out. It's swollen up to the point where the ejector is not able to pull it out. That one's pushing out a little bit harder. Definitely took a little more force to get that one out. The chamber of the gun looks fine. Nothing looks like anything's broken. We'll check the ejector. And everything's working good there. So this is a close-up view of the load with 43 grains of long shot. Again, it's got the same mark right here. Try and get this show up there. Very distinct mark there from the ejector. The top edge again is very rounded in comparison to a brand new hull. So definitely between the two of them, the one on the left here, this one's the 39 grains, and this one here is with the 43. If you look at the top, the primer, I think it was pushed out when I was actually pushing it out with the rod, so I don't think that has anything to do with it. You look at the primer strikes, look very similar to most of the other ones, but again, there's a lot of, the edges are much more round than what a brand new hull is. If you put all three of them side by side, you probably can't see it from the top. You can definitely see it from the edge. I'm just going to take a reading of the expansion of the hull. This is a hull that I was using in the 2 3/4 inch test. So it's showing 0.812. Well, that is tight going in, but it comes out. And the 3 inch in this video won't go on. And this one won't go on. And that's 0.814. What, 0.814 to 815. That one's a little bit tighter. That one's actually 0.818. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to test the Alliance steel with 60 grains and the 1 ounce load to see how fast we get it going, just because of the lighting issue and the issues with my chronograph. So it'll be another day.